Well, good evening, Ervin. I missed talking with you last week. How are you going?
I'm going fine, thank you. What a bit of a soul back the me that comes with
With age,
I
yes, yes, most
enjoy.
likely. But in spite of that, you've been busy and getting ready for another exhibition with yourself and Belinda. Um,
Yeah, it's
when's that
rather
come?
frank, David. We
Sorry?
just I think too much on our plate suddenly at
Ah,
once. Yeah,
yes.
so
Have
I'm
a good
pretty
rest
hectic.
over Christmas, and then autumn comes, and we're back into lots of things to do. So it's an exhibition that both yourself and Belinda are putting on. Um, do you want to just mention briefly the sort of work that you'll be putting in it, Irvin?
What you put in? I mainly put in photograph and phone work. That I think the title of the thing is also Story Stones.
Story Stones, okay. And so there'll
And
be some of your prints, some photographic prints, and will there be
inside,
sculpture as well?
sorry?
Any
Sculptures.
sculpture? Right. Okay. Because we haven't really talked
We,
about any of that at all yet.
mm, it's possible that we put some woodblock into, not
All right.
during the
Okay.
second. So, no.
So I know that Belinda is there beside you. I wonder if we could. I'd like to have a chat with her about the exhibition coming up because she's actually designed. It's one of her pieces that's on the invitation. So is Belinda there?
Right next to me, sir.
I am. Just
Ah,
turn
hi
this.
Belinda. How are you going?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. I'm very well. So,
Hmm?
um, what I thought I would do is bring up this one here. A very striking and whimsical
Yes.
invitation you have. Tell us about the exhibition coming up, please, Belinda.
Well, it's called the Story Stone, so it's about our human propensity for story and how we make story out of anything, pretty much.
Hmm.
And so and also the stories are not linear; that they're quite mutable. We
Right.
change them and make our own stories out of different ways.
Hmm. And so it's coming up in a couple of weeks. I think the date is the 26th. Is that right?
26th, Sunday the 26th, up
Sunday the
on.
26th. And
Mm.
I'll just bring that up a bit closer so that people can see it. Um, I I hadn't been aware, Belinda, that Ned Kelly had an afro.
Oh, that might be the landscape, I think. I'm not sure. It's random.
Okay. So 29th of April, we've got this wonderful
20th
26th. Sorry,
of
20,
March. So in 2 weeks' time.
26th. 2 weeks time. Okay.
Yes.
I think there might be a different thing on the invitation over on Facebook. We'll check that. So 29th.
Ooh,
Oh, I
yes.
see.
No,
I know
yes.
it's my error. I see here the exhibition continues until the 29th of April. I've just been picking up the wrong date. So the opening is
Yes,
what we're talking about. 2 o'clock Sunday, 26th of March, 2017.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Runs for about a month.
I'm looking forward to it in a couple of weeks, Belinda, and
It'll
seeing.
be fun. Quite different from certainly different from what I've normally done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm putting in collage um, and work based on sketches and stuff out of my journals and stuff.
Right.
Irvin will be showing stones, which will be the first time his stone sculptures will be shown,
Oh, okay.
and, and of course all of his photographs in there as well.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and So everyone who's watching, put that date in your calendar. It's out at Tea Tree Gully and
Yes.
at Gallery 1855. Yeah.
Yes. It's on Haynes Road, which is just across Haynes Road from the Tea Tree Gully Hotel. Actually.
Right, and if listeners, if you go to Ervin's website, or I guess it's on Belinda's as well, to the events there, there'll be an events page or a post, and there's a map that gives you the directions. So if you want to Google direction, there's that as well. Okay, great seeing you, Belinda. I might have a chat with Ervin now.
I'll give it back to Ervin.
Okay, cheers.
See ya.
See ya. So, Ervin, I'm looking forward to seeing stones. We've been talking about them for a little while. In fact, I've got one of the images that you posted this week is of one of the stones that we were talking about. Another delightful, whimsical piece with some honeysuckle, perhaps.
Yeah, so that's I had lots of comments for that. Somebody called it the black swan, and somebody related to a swan lake. Basically, I just brought wood block print cut out together with the stone vase which I made, and I like the background to it. It's pretty floaty, so people's imagination can run away whichever way they choose or how they perceive it.
And speaking of the stone vase, I would like to draw people's attention to the mini art class that we've posted up on your website, and that tells us how to make these wonderful little stone vases that are made from river or beach stones, flat stones or flat-ish stones, and you give us a technique to actually make them, Ervin. And that's over at ervinjanek.com/stone vase. So check that out, everyone. I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly did when Ervin and I spoke about that last time, and we did a little bit of filming to capture that. And we've given you the opportunity to put your email in there as well, and we'll keep you up to date with the exhibitions, new things on the blog, mini art classes, and all the sorts of things that Ervin and Belinda get up to. So check it out at HTTPS. We've just upgraded the website. It's high security there now. https://ervinjanek.com/stone vase. Let's have a look at some of the other pieces of this week. Ervin, are you up for that?
Yes, certainly.
There's one that I know my wife Carol spoke a lot about when she saw this one. It was very, very impressed, and I know for myself very much like stained glass and sort of a Christic element to it. I don't know whether that's intentional or me, but I enjoyed this one.
Yes, I did have beautiful response for those, and I learned a lot about my own work, how other people can see it, and I enjoyed it. I find it actually very important, yeah? Because basically I was just letting my raw emotions being constantly chastised by negative thoughts or what have you, a bit of a self-pity,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. So I enjoyed it.
Yes. Another one here is a very different mood. We saw some beautiful oranges in the landscapes last week. Here's another one, and the colour here is so striking. Not just the the bushfire in the background and the ash, but the pool and the grasses, and then of course the green, the
That
touch
was
of
at
green.
Gomorrah. That was at Gomorrah, David. After the
Oh,
bushfire, we were absolutely fascinated how life started to come back. Well, you can't see any butterfly there, and birds and whatever, but they were all around, and the whole bush was buzzing with new
yes.
life. That was
You
the
know,
idea
the
there.
bush is so energetic after a fire goes through, isn't it? You know, the amount of green and the just the absolute power of regrowth that you see after these fires is
Mm.
really quite amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Um,
I do it. Sorry.
no, go on.
No, I do enjoy being in nature because I just feel being part of it, and the whole lot for me, you know, so-called information, what I had from philosophical point of views, that we are all one with nature, one with the cosmos, and I don't separate from myself from it. And I do enjoy that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
when I was in my twenties, that reminds me what you're saying of a quote that I saw that really struck me, and it said, what was his name? It was one of these sort of popular 70s writers. Anyway, the quote was, "There's only one everything," and I thought about that for quite a while. There's only one everything. What's that actually
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
I think it's a sentiment that
You see,
describes the connection
oh,
between us all.
yeah. You see, today's we are full of constant information of all kinds, and all lead to one thing, and that one thing is within you. And if you tap into that one, with my experience, that will be for everybody.
Mm. Um, and then the last image I have here is another one that I thought was humorous and fun. Tell us
Yeah.
about it. I'll let you start.
Well, originally it was made because Belinda, as a child, was playing Little Red Robin Hood and dressed up as such. And I don't know, from a photograph of her memory, she drew that image of herself, and I liked it very much. So I made a photograph
Yeah.
just to, just to show my love to her, or just enjoy the whole lot. And the response to that was immense. People really enjoyed it, and
And
find it inspiring.
I gather
Also.
the hood was red originally in the first
Yes,
instance, was it?
yes,
Hence your reference to Red Riding Hood.
yes. But I made colors one of it as well. But my preference was with the black and white. It
Oh,
was
no.
stronger, more
Yeah.
clear.
And then which led me to ask Ervin Wolf or Woodcutter beside Red Riding Hood then.
I think I was the woodcutter.
The woodcutter, indeed, and then in that conversation, I put a link also through to the website.
Yes,
I'll say he was the woodcutter.
yeah.
You'll say it was the woodcutter. Okay. Yeah. So we link then back to your website where you are actually chopping wood from from the from the teaser. There's about a year ago now, I guess, is it, that there was a campaign to finish that film that your son was making.
Yes, I think it was 2 years ago,
Hmm.
and I think the film his friends took it upon themselves to finish it, so it's still in progress.
Still in post production, and um, and so there's a link on that to the first page of the website. We haven't actually put it out so that it's easy to find at the moment, but because it's no, the campaign, of course, is no longer current. But beautiful, beautiful filmmaking, beautiful images, beautiful moving images there, and It just runs for a couple of minutes, and I would really urge everyone to take a few minutes and go through to Ervin's homepage and have a look at that. Okay, and so the other announcement we have, Ervin, is that the online art store is open for business.
Online art store.
So people who would encourage people to go and have a look, and it's actually of one of your earlier exhibitions that are available there, the one called Night Thoughts. We spoke about that a couple of weeks ago. So
Yes.
the Night Thoughts exhibition, prints in various sizes are available there, and I'd be really interested, because this is just new and it's just up, for people to give us some feedback on what they think of the layout and, you know, how things are, and, you know, let us know. We're really interested in what you think. So I just noticed I've got wrong names under us there as well, Ervin. Sorry about that.
And we're not important.
I've got Belinda's name under you there. Let me fix that up. There we go. So that's pretty exciting, Ervin, to have the shop up. What do you think?
Yeah. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that got me thinking, you know, because we were talking some time ago about how you previously had been making wooden toys in your workshop there at Labothor, and it was sort of nearly by accident that that you changed paths away from the wooden toys and into the fine art.
Yeah.
And I
No,
wonder, could tell us a
it,
little bit about that.
yeah, it was the other way around. Originally, I used to make, when I was much younger, lots of woodblock tools and had exhibitions with that as well.
Right.
Then I decided to have a profession because I was a single father with a son. Because I can make some money, so I become a biological lab technician, but I couldn't get a job because I was inexperienced and too old. I understand that I was 36. So then I had to look at my potentials, what I can do. In Germany, I used to make living out of making small holy Antonies, and so there in Adelaide, I would have starved. Yeah, it wouldn't have
Yeah.
worked in Adelaide. And then I decided to make toys and did it for 40 years. And
How was
now,
that
so
transition to because there's a lot of people I know, a lot of artists who you know, are trying to make that shift. Either they're doing a 9 to 5 job and they're doing the art on the side, or they're doing something part time. Have you got any thoughts about, you know, taking up art as a main activity, you know, a main job?
no, I never aimed for that. I always made it my business that my art and my existence are separate things.
I
So
see.
I originally I wanted to do street photography, but by then I was a single father with two sons, so I had to make a living. So I decided to do something that I know I can do,
Right.
and it also, I always enjoyed a learning process, and it led me to some beautiful toys. And in the and at the same time, whenever I had a chance, I've done my photography and my woodblock prints. And originally, I didn't want to do anything else but art, but because of the circumstances, I could not do it.
So I
So
was
I
thinking
had,
about you know, when you finished the wooden toy business,
mm,
and you had a camera in because you were needing some prints for that, and then how did that transition happen from the wooden toys
to
to doing much more art, fine art photography? How did that happen?
Hmm.
Did you retire at that time and you were able to take up art or take up the photographic
It's
art that we've seen? Or
one of those things, to my understanding, that curiosity and that drive, it was in my archetype. I was always like that and always wanted to do creative things. Yeah?
yes,
Because I lots of nervous energy and very curious of what can happen. The same thing when I started the Stones. I never played with Stones before, but now I just allow nature to take me on a beautiful journey and also learn get lots of experiences how to use different type of tools and what needed to
mm.
make those items.
Well, it's been terrific talking to you again, Ervin. We're just on our 20-minute mark, and that's usually as long as we like to keep people. But certainly, there's a few things for people to check out this week, and I'll put some notes on the YouTube, which I guess people are going to find. I'll do another little video to point you over to the YouTube. The reason we're going to YouTube is because it's much easier to find older videos that we've done before. And
Mhm.
we're aware that people who have come on now have missed out on some of the stories that you've been telling because they're very hard to find on Facebook. On YouTube, it's much easier. And now that we've got the website up, we'll be embedding them on the website as well, on the blog there. So uh, we're interested in hearing what our viewers think about that arrangement. We're still very keen for people to join the conversation live, and I think that's certainly a little bit easier for us on Facebook, on YouTube as well. Just the way YouTube have set that out. So we're looking forward to that. So, uh, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about this week, Irvin, before we go, before we finish?
I think no, I don't think so, David. I'm not very talkative when it
Right.
comes to
Okay.
that. Yes.
I've been hogging the microphone a bit here. That's all I was thinking of.
Yes.
Um, but I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the exhibition. We might have a little bit more to say about that next week
Thank you.
because there'll be just that one before we actually have the opening.
Yeah.
So everyone, if you like to comment, like, and share, we'd appreciate that. Let people know about the exhibition that's coming up, The Story Stones. Is that right? The Story
Yeah.
Stones is the title. Out at Tea Tree Gully. And
Yes.
in the meantime, check out https://ervinjanek.com for some new stuff there. Thanks, Ervin. Great talking to you as always. I missed you last week.
Thank you, David. I hope to see you at the show, if not before.
We
And
probably will. I'm thinking I
and give
might.
me a last carol, okay?
Will do. I will do.
Is it-
I'll pass it on to
Wonderful.
Carol, and I think I might try and make a bit of a trip up to Loberthal and catch up with you in person before the exhibition. So thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ervin, and we'll say good night and look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks, David. Thank you.
I think you need it.
Yeah, I think I need it.
Not necessarily.